Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Evie with Evie Reviews, and welcome to the No Voice Reviews. This evening we are going to be reviewing Selling Tampa. We're going to do the last two episodes, 7 and 8, on tonight, just to get them done and it's out of our way. So sit back and listen to the smooth jazz sounds of my non-vocal cords as we watch these last two episodes. Let's jump into it, shall? So when we last left off, baby girl is knocked up by Ocho Cinco, and she don't know what she gonna do. Let's get into it, shall we? Did this woman correctly say between her and Chad they have 11 children? And then she's like, Chad gonna make an amazing daddy. So when you have an disposable income, y'all have as many kids as y'all can afford to take care of. I'm gonna mind my damn business because this is not my ministry at all. This is not what the Lord wants in my life at all. He told me so. We had a conversation about it. This is just not. Bless God, bless them, and bless that baby. Okay, so Colony and what's y'all name? Ann sit down and hash it out about what happened. And they was like, they had their moments. They agreed to disagree, but they know they still friends, and I still got you, and you still my homegirl. There were tears, there were hugs, there were laughs. They're okay. Now, Sherelle talking about she huge and she used to have a 6-pack, and Joanna was like, "Girl, you did not have the delusions of it all. You did not have a 6-pack, sweetheart." And now Joanna is having. She doesn't want to call it a divorce party, but she's calling it a single ladies party. Because she don't think her divorce should be celebrated. Some divorces should be celebrated. Listen, I'm gonna just. Hey man. So she's gonna have a single ladies party, and I'm assuming she's gonna invite everybody. Why the hell am I emotional about this? So maybe I missed the assignment, but apparently the single ladies party, everybody had to dress like Beyonce, their favorite version of Beyonce. We had Baychella Beyonce, we had Crazy in Love Beyonce, we had all types of Beyoncés at this party. And some people understood the assignment, some people didn't. We already know Alexis doesn't understand any assignment, so that was gonna be what it's gonna be. And so everybody's gonna be so supportive and so loving toward Joanna and bolstering her in her time of need. And then at the end, Sherelle gives the girls the news that she is pregnant, and they're happy. Everybody's crying, they're hugging her. Oh, they're so happy for her. Rena was the first person to run over to her and be like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. You're such a good mama." All of those good things, child. It is a beautiful thing, and you be with your friends and family and celebrating a life. It was very nice, and it was a wonderful occasion. No cattiness whatsoever. We love to see it. All right, Sherelle takes her kids out for ice cream and to break the news that she's knocked up. They, for the most part, they take. First of all, baby girl was like, "I knew it. I saw the pregnancy test in your drawer. I just didn't want to say anything because, you know." Oh Lord, here the baby's come. Here, look, I've attacked. Did the baby ask me to pull his tooth out? Like, what is happening? Okay, so like I was saying, baby girl said, "I saw the pregnancy in your drawer. I just didn't want to say nothing. I was waiting for you to tell me." And then she talked about maybe relocating to Miami to be closer to Chad and blah blah. And baby girl was like, "I don't think I like that idea. I don't." She's very much me. I don't like. Listen, I'm comfortable here. I have my friend group here. You got to go and meet new people and make new friends and all this other stuff. And I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want that. That's not what I want. The little boy said the baby not sleeping in his room because the baby gonna pee in the bed. Okay, son. All right. Also, Ann and Sophie went and saw this like $30 million house where she's renting for her birthday party, and she's making inroads with the owner. So, in a couple years, if he decides to sell the house, she'll have garnered a relationship with him, and maybe he'll list it with her. So we have all of those things going on. The ladies are talking about. So if Sherelle is relocating to Miami, what's going to happen to the Tampa office? Is Joanna going to take over? That might cause an issue with Rena. I would think if Rena would be the one, because Rena has her brokerage license, that if she leaves, she would leave the office in the hands of Rena's leadership. That's what that says to me. But who knows? We'll see what happens. before we roll into the finale, at the end of this episode, we see Rena with her realtor in this office, beautifully appointed office, and he was like, she's like, it checks all the boxes and make it boss moves, blah 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 blah. And he was like, it's $8,000 a month. It's $8,000 a month. And she's like, is that negotiable? And he was like, we'll see. He's like, you look like you're ready to take over the world. And she was like, we'll see. Clearly, this is more than a thought, and she's clearly lied to Sherelle. We're gonna see what happens. So at the top of the episode, Sherelle is having a conversation with Alexis, and she sits down with her, and they talk about the issues that they had with her making excuse after excuse after excuse, and that horrible showing that she did. And she was like, well, it hurts my feelings when they're throwing, like, I'm just making these excuses. Because you're making excuses, beloved. It just is what it is. And so she says, well, maybe in 6 months I can bring you back, but right now we're gonna have to part ways. So Miss Alexis has been effectively let go. Who didn't see that coming? Oh, okay. So Sherelle is going back and forth to Miami. She's not as present in the office. Colony seems to have an issue with Joanna stepping up and being the office manager while in charge while Sherelle is away. Because she's been there since day one. She was the very first agent. She closed the very first transaction for the business. So she feels like that just because you have a closer personal relationship with Joanna, she would make more business sense because as she has a better relationship with the rest of the ladies, it's very combative with Joanna. But Sherelle said she would take it into consideration. She's not saying yes. She's not saying no. She's just say have a look at the bigger picture. I believe that means no, daughter. You can't be the office manager. But we're gonna see what happens. Child, they just don't like Joanna. I'm convinced that that's what it is, cause Sherelle has the meeting, and she lets them know that Alexis has been let go, and that she's putting Joanna in charge in a bigger capacity than what she's doing right now. And so Colony is like, I don't understand why this is happening, blah blah blah. And she was like, this is what I need to happen to build on the Lord and make it more successful. And she was like, if you want to get on my calendar, if you want to talk about it, if you feel in a way, we can do that. So Joanna says, do you want me to make an appointment and put you on her calendar? And she said, this is why I call you Messy Joanna. I have Sherelle's phone number. If I want to schedule a meeting with her, I'll just call her. She was trying to help you. You didn't have to. You just mad and in your feelings, baby, and it's okay. It's all right. And you put your hand out there to get a bigger role and take some initiative, but your initiative came too late. Joanna has been apparently doing things and scheduling meetings and all these other things to make herself indispensable to Sherelle, and that is why she's in the position that she's in. She did the legwork, and now she's reaping the rewards of her harvest. It just is what it is. Well, okay, here's what happened. So, we're at Colony's 30th birthday party, and so everybody's giving her gifts and bought her this beautiful bracelet. They had this heartfelt conversation. Oh, I'm so glad you're my friend. I'm so glad we made up, all that good stuff. Colony takes Sherelle to the side, and she was like, I was in my feelings about Joanna getting that position, but we good now and whatever. But I wanted to make you aware that we saw Alexis, and Alexis was like, she felt she's hurt in her feelings, and she feels like you just gave up on her. And she was like, okay, well, she's supposed to be coming to this party tonight. I'm not going to say anything to her because this is your party, but thank you for sharing. And so Alexis does finally show up late with no gift. And so she's like, oh, I just wanted to be here to celebrate with you, blah, blah, blah. And so her and Sherelle get into it immediately. Sherelle immediately said, I know I wasn't going to say nothing, but here we go. So you feel like I abandoned you? Like I didn't give up you? I was like, it's been over a year that I've been trying to give you all of this advice, and then you have all of these people here. You just keep making excuses. And she was like, well, I just feel like you didn't give me a chance to blossom and blah blah blah. and all these other things. Daughter, you just making excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse, and you're not taking any accountability. I see shades of David from Real World Homecoming, where you are continually the victim. It's always something that's happening. It's never your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. So she just continues to not take accountability. Listen, them people is plotting on Joanna because they don't see her as a good leader, and Anne is looking for her escape route. She's talking about getting her broker's license so she can open her own brokerage because Joanna ain't it. Joanna ain't the answer, and if she get up to tap dancing on them people nerve, and Sherelle just allows that to happen because she's too busy going back and forth to Miami with her baby and 11 children with Ocho Cinco. Child, foolishness and shenanigans. Foolishness and shenanigans. Do you hear me? And that's how the episode ended. That's how I think the season ended. Hold on. That is definitely how the season ended. I have enjoyed the season of Selling Tampa. DJ Envy can go suck on an egg. I don't know, understand what his issue is, or because this show is patterned just like the white version of this show. They show just as much real estate on this show that they did on Selling Sunset. Beloved, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand I don't know what you thought this was going to be, but this is the black version of the Selling Sunset. It's the exact same thing. Nothing but catty bitches doing a bunch of catty shit and showing super nice ass houses. I don't know exactly what you were expecting, beloved, but it gives me very much. Twice we got to work 3 times as hard to get half as much. That's what DJ Envy is giving me, and like they're not missing the mark because they're not every episode they're not sold. That's not how real estate works, beloved, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. So what are you talking about? Go sit down. Are you gonna go buy a house from them? Talk about they sold 0 houses. They sold the house to the people from the Mayel. We saw that. The new construction. We saw that. So what are you talking about? Go sit down and shut up. Stupid. Okay, that has been my review and recap for Selling Tampa, episode 7 and 8. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a kin, and I will catch you in the next one.